MauiSurfReport.blogspot.com. GP here. I'd like to talk a little bit about these two tails from Gofoil. This small one I just bought is the 12.5. This one is the 14.5. Why did I buy this one? Because when I tried it, it was definitely faster, more maneuverable, and less lift. The lift with the tail, you can adjust it by putting washers in the end. What really changed was the overall stability. So the tail wing, they call it stabilizer because that's what it does. It stabilizes the whole flight. With a smaller tail, the flight is a lot less stable, which also means more maneuverable. But it also means that you don't want to use this tail unless you're an expert foiler. This is for experts only, I would say. The 14.5, it's been my go-to tail wing so far until I tried this one. And it's still figuring it out. It's a tricky one. I like one of the downwinders with a wing, but that's easier because you got the wing to always correct your flight. On the waves, it needs to be, I mean, I tried 2 days, it was small and glassy, and absolutely loved the extra speed and extra maneuverability. Here's my screwdriver. But then I tried on a little bigger, a little bumpier, and didn't like it at all because, again, it is so sensitive to the pitch adjustment. What happens, as you can see here, you know, if the purpose of this guy is to stabilize the whole thing, the smaller it is, the more pitch sensitive, that's the pitch, yeah, the more pitch sensitive the thing gets. So with a very small tail, you have an extremely pitch sensitive foil, and that means you have to tone down all your adjustment front foot, back foot that you do. Otherwise you end up either hitting the water, overfoiling, and overstand the things. So it's understandable that when it's bumpy or big, that's critical. Anyways, I'm gonna take it out in the water now because the conditions are pretty clean, and see if I can enjoy it. Here comes the first wave. GP, there's a wall there. You might be shallow in front of it. Yeah, definitely different, very different than the 14.5 in the terms I said before. It's faster, it's more maneuverable, it got overall less lift, and nonetheless I managed to overfoil. But that's pilot mistake. And that's my favorite cutback. But the speed, yeah, I might need something grippier, I don't know. I guess being smaller, it also offers less grip in the cutback. Approaching this is the final one for sure, because as you can see, it got windy, and I had to wait another 20 minutes for this one. Keep it down, GP. This maneuverability is awesome. Look at that, super easy to redirect. I think I'm going in, so. All right. Yeah, anyways, a bit of recap. when you change a wing that is the same, pretty much the same shape or similar, but it's smaller, let's say, the usual three things always happen. Less drag, which means more speed, number one. Less lift, more maneuverability. And in the case of a tail wing like this, the whole thing is complicated by the fact that you can adjust the lift by adding shims, and so a lot of fun. Tail wings are cheaper than front wings. That is a really good way of building a quiver of foils without having to buy a bunch of expensive front wings. Really enjoy this 12.5 when it's small and clean, because when it's not clean you need more pitch adjustment, and because it's so sensitive sometimes, I mean, I screw up more often. And when it's big, you know, it's like having a smaller fin that you used to on your surfboard, so it just sometimes slides out of me when I push hard. But still not sure that is the reason. It's so much fun to figure it all out. Foiling is the discipline I've done that offers the highest amount of variables that you can tweak and tune. And I've been foiling 3 years, and I only feel like only now I'm finally getting into the tuning game and starting to feel the differences that every little change makes. GP, how long do you think you're gonna keep talking to yourself or to you guys, whatever? Might be enough. Yeah, it's okay. That ends the review. Really fun wing if you're an expert foiler looking for tighter turns and faster speed. How's that? I could have just said that. Oh, it's the freaking thing. Cheers.